It's This Week in Bourbon, and you should be inviting all your friends to your dog's baptism. Here's your headlines for October 24th, 2025. Sazerac is investing more than $38 million to expand their bottling and production operations. The 2025 Craft Spirits Data Project results are in, and I guess it's not surprising. And Jack Daniel's Single Barrel is now having a new special release called the Tanyard Hill Rye. Before we come back, here's a quick word from our partners. Hey everybody, welcome back to This Week in Bourbon, and as you see us, we are sporting our Pursuit OG hoodies today.
It's hoodie time.
It is.
It's nice and brisk this morning.
I don't like it.
I love it.
I don't like it one bit, said Sam I Am.
I hate when I walk out my door and I'm just sweating. I'd rather
I'll take that.
I like the hoodie.
It's that weird time where my wife, she turned on the thermostat already and turned on the heat
already.
And I was like, give me a break.
No,
I was like,
it wasn't that bad.
We had one day where it hit the 50s and you're already complaining. I was like, just put on an extra sweatshirt or something.
Extra blanket.
Yeah, I know.
Put on a Snuggie.
I know we're on the OG hoodies, but we have a lot of new hoodies.
We do
that are available on the website.
I don't have a new hoodie. I need to get a new hoodie.
Well, actually, I have the black one, right? Because the black one's really nice. But that cream colored hoodie we have is damn near sold out already. And so I don't know if I even got, because I didn't get one of the orange sun long sleeve ones either.
I did get one of those.
I didn't get one. How does the owner of the company? We didn't even get the damn merch that we bought and paid for.
Just because we're trying to sell it all.
Yeah, I guess so. It kind of just goes to
get high on our own product.
Yeah, I know. It's like people were going like, "Oh, well, how many more episode 63s do you have left for the bar?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Once that's gone, it's gonna be dangerous."
You start jacking the price on that.
I know. So anyway,
how many do we have left?
I have no idea. Okay. But unfortunately, it's what all of our good bartenders suggest. When somebody goes, what episode should I get? And everybody follows our good buddy Joe Gallia's lead because he basically led them the way on episode 63.
And then Brian posted a video last night, said, if there's not a bourbon better than episode 63, then why are we even talking? And I was like, thanks a lot.
There we go.
Well, I appreciate it, Brian, but
I know
I wish we had more of those.
I did a Tuck Talk live last night with. I'll give a shout out to Joe Knows Bourbon over there, and we actually talked about 63 and the origin of it and stuff. And I was just like, man, if we could sell that every single day, we'd be millionaires.
But we'd crush everyone in the bourbon space.
I know, and it's like, do we try to?
Problem is, we bottled a bunch of those at 4 years old, like dumbasses.
And they were really good at 4.
I know. That's what people should do. Should try there's some 4-year-old versions on there.
Yeah, they are
pretty awesome. Because Sealbox did a pick and like the Holy Angels of Cincinnati or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's called Holy Water is what it's called.
Yeah, but they're damn good too.
I know. Well, we'll have to make sure
I'm trying to recreate it. So hang tight.
Well, that's what it's. Maybe we should just go ahead and get some of those barrels and go to our other distilling partner and be like, all right, let's see if we can recreate this, and we'll see in 7 years.
Oh, so expensive.
It is expensive. All right. Well, the opening. Have you seen this? It is the most hilarious thing about people that are calling their friends and asking them to go to their dogs or their pets' baptism.
I have no free time, Kenny, so.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So anyway, I skipped forward about 30 seconds on here to kind of just go through some of the initial, like, hello, what's up, man? What are you doing? And then he's like, hey, so we got this thing going on.
You'll be here Saturday because Ashley wants to invite you and Mika to get Dallas baptized.
You're going to need to say that one more time.
Hold on, you there?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to say that again because I know for a fucking fact I didn't hear that right.
Yeah, she wants to get Dallas baptized at a Catholic church in Buckhead.
She wants to get the fucking dog baptized?
Is this a thing?
You're shitting me, right?
No, her mom called her today and they got an argument about it because she said that because she was raised Catholic that the dog needs to be baptized at a Catholic church. So I guess we're going to do it Saturday.
What the
fuck? Yeah, I guess so. If you guys want to come.
Bring
To
some
a
gifts.
dog's baptism.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you gotta go. Like, I mean, if you're gonna be in town, you gotta go. I'm gonna call Bragg, see if he'll fly back from LA to do it.
To a fucking dog's baptism. No, I'm good. I'll pass. I love you guys. I'm not taking time out of my Saturday to go watch a goddamn dog get dumped in.
Oh, yeah,
man.
And then the second half of that video, it's the complete opposite because the guy's like, I'd love to, man. Thank you so much for the invitation. But now it's starting to trend where,
I'm honored.
yeah, where people are calling.
Do they ask for godparents?
I don't know. It's actually a good one. But there is another one. I saw a guy that called his coworker and he goes, hey, I'm getting my, because, you know, you're a bearded lizard parent now. He goes, I'm getting my bearded lizard baptized this week and I'm inviting you to it. And he was like, I mean,
Well,
I
will tell
guess.
you. So my kids go to a Catholic school and they have the pet blessing. And so.
Oh, this is a thing.
Oh, yeah. Everybody brings their pets. Like I took one of our chickens on a leash up there.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
And then the priest goes around and you know the holy water where they have the thing.
Yeah, I know.
shoot
Yeah,
it out?
the splasher, like the super soaker of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was the most popular guy there with the chicken.
The chicken.
Yeah, because all the kids were like, oh my God, it's a chicken. I mean, it's just a fun way for like kids to show off their pets. But we did take the bearded dragon to it this year in his cage.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. What do they think of next? Okay. Well, yep. You don't need to get your pets baptized, but that is absolutely
You
hilarious.
don't have to drink hazmat bourbon either.
It's true, but we do it anyway.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, that is funny. All right, now that we're done joking for the first 10 minutes, maybe we should talk about some other news.
That's right.
I put out some calls for ambassadors last week. Thank you so much. We've had a lot of great pouring out of people from DC. We haven't landed anybody yet, but obviously, if you're still in DC area, we're still looking for somebody to kind of take over there, and maybe on the south side of the Maryland area as well. And then, as usual, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Columbus, Georgia. Hit us up. We need you.
We need you.
We need you. Come and help us spend money.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
On you.
We're really good at spending money right now.
That's right.
All right, let's go on with the bourbon news. And we're really light this week. I don't know if it was just, not a whole lot of fun stuff happening inside the bourbon world, but maybe it's because we took last week off, and maybe that's why it is as well. So the first one is actually maybe 2 weeks old, but Jefferson's Bourbon has launched a new brand platform and campaign called Tradition in the Breaking, and it's starring actor Taylor Kitsch, and it's in collaboration with Droga 5 New York marketing agency. And this campaign aims to broaden the brand's reach and establish Jefferson's as a leading super premium bourbon in the U.S. And the campaign highlights Jefferson's unconventional approach to bourbon making and positions the brand as one that honors history by rewriting it. And I showed you this video.
It was good.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
I thought
It'll give Jim Gaffigan a lot of ammo.
maybe. But I looked at it and I was like, man, is this Trey Zoller but a decade younger?
That's right.
It's what it felt like when I was watching that. So I don't know who Taylor Kitsch is, but apparently he's been in a lot of TV shows and that we both don't watch.
I don't know who Taylor Kitsch is either.
Yeah, but
he did a great job though.
It was a fantastic video. Very well done in the graphics and animation. It's essentially talking about Jefferson's and aging barrels in the tropics and in the rainforest and on a boat. And then they go to the Arctic winters and he goes, nah, maybe not that. And then so it just goes to another cutscene.
Don't spoil it for him.
All right. Well, I mean, I do a very bad job of explaining stuff anyway. So if you're getting out there, just go watch it. It's the best thing you can possibly do. So Sazerac, you know them, they're investing more than $38 million to expand its bottling and production facility. This one's the one happening in New Albany, Indiana, and it operates under the name called Northwest Ordnance Distilling. And the investment includes around $35 million in new equipment and $2 million in property improvements, which will boost the site's capacity to meet the growing demand for Sazerac spirits, including Fireball. The project is also expected to create 25 new full-time jobs and adding to the existing facilities 357 employees. Yeah.
Don't they know that spirits are down and that the whole category is dead and that their ex-CEO just sends every freaking article he sends is depressing. And meanwhile, they're like, well, we're reinvesting, blah, blah, blah. Everything's dead but us.
Buzzballs is on fire right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no, it is awesome. But it's just funny, like the narrative that gets pushed each day, and then you see something like this. So it's good news.
It is good news. It is good news. I congratulations to them. Obviously this facility is not, I don't think it's the typical bottling facility for any of their bourbons, right? Because it has to be bottled in the state, and I'm sure it's all bottled in there in Frankfurt. I'm assuming most of this is for their Parrot Bay rum and Fireball and Buzz Balls and whatever kind of stuff.
All their malt stuff they're getting sued over.
Yes. All that stuff that's over there. But it's a big company with a lot of different tentacles, if you will, sticking out.
That's right.
Everywhere. All right. Well, this next one, the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America are just doing their damnedest to be the worst people in America. So they have strongly criticized California's new direct-to-consumer shipping law that has now been put into place, calling for policymakers to avoid making it permanent. So the legislation that is going to be effective starting January 1st, 2026, extends direct-to-consumer shipping for in-state craft distillers and, for the first time, out-of-state distillers to ship into California with a permit. The bill is currently set to expire on December 31st, 2026, and the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America, they're going back into their usual cruxes of really crappy arguments, saying that it weakens California's proven 3-tier alcohol system, which they claim protects consumers, ensures tax collection, and prevents underage access. The trade body cited a 2022 survey where they said 72% of American mothers expressed concerns that direct-to-consumer spirits shipping could increase minors' access to alcohol.
I hang out with a lot of moms, and I've never heard them bring this up once.
Not once. Not once have they been like, you know what we need? We need better regulation against FedEx and UPS to make sure that our bottles of peppermint schnapps aren't getting taken.
Look, I get what they're trying. They're trying to protect their turf, and I get it. But the silly thing is like the people that this is going to benefit are the people they don't want to deal with anyways. And so it's like, why are you, like, because most of this is going to benefit small mom and pop distilleries or micro distilleries, even small to medium sized craft brands that most of these distributors don't want to deal with anyway. So I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And anybody that is out on the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America, I will put a challenge to you right now. Come on Bourbon Pursuit. We'd love to have this conversation and see if you could handle
some real questions.
Yeah. We'll call it a 3-on-1 because I'm going to bring Fred Minnick in here as our ringer.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. If you've ever seen a man about to punch somebody in the face, because I have, and I've seen him about to take somebody over a table before, and I feel like that's what's going to happen if somebody does that. Because I feel like this is just one of those things that they don't understand the forward projection and trajectory of where the industry needs to go to be able to survive, to be able to look at, even if you want wine to survive, like it has to be able to look at all the things that are detracting it right now, whether it's THC, cannabis, and minors and all this other kind of crap. Like you got to find ways that can help build and grow the category. And at some point, Amazon might run away with your lunch anyway. So you've got to make sure that you're.
I know. It's like, if I was a distributor, like, all right, well, they're passing this law. How could I change? What can I do to my business model to include this into my business model? Like,
yeah,
because I think it's definitely a way that's going to have to, for the category to move or the industry to move, because there's just too many brands and too many, like, for the 3-tier system works, and not perfectly, there's flaws, but it works for a few. And we got to figure out a way. How can distributors be involved? How can shippers be involved? How can everybody be involved in this to make exactly the category continue to grow and reach the customers that want their products? Because right now, your customers can't access your products in a way that they can any other product that's on the shelves, including guns.
I would love for them to be able to come on and say, oh, here's what we're doing to help increase awareness and visibility for your products of distributors that won't carry it. Right, it won't exist. So I'd love to have that conversation, if you will. Hit me up, Kenny at bourbonpursuit.com. I answer every email. All right, let's keep rolling here. One last news article here. It's not a great one either, but the American Craft Spirits Association revealed the findings From the 2025 Craft Spirits Data Project. This is an annual economic data study. The briefing painted you can say, an ominous picture of the current market conditions, marking the second consecutive year of decline, while highlighting policy changes needed to support craft spirits growth. In 2024, the U.S. craft spirits category represented around 12.7 million cases and around $7.5 billion in sales for the year, representing a volume decrease of around 6% and a value decrease of around 3%. Craft spirits are losing overall in the spirits market share to larger producers as consumers trade down to lower priced products. Employment numbers within the U.S. craft spirits declined for the first time post-pandemic, and this I'm not going to give you the numbers there, but it's reaching around 28,500 full-time domestic employees. Exports, as you guessed it, also down. Despite economic headwinds, craft producers continue to reinvest in their business through a slower rate in 2024.
Yeah, we said on this call, obviously a lot of doom and gloom, but there's some bright spots.
Well, yeah, that's what they painted the picture. And by the way, we sat there and it was great for me. It was probably death by PowerPoint for you because it's just bar graphs of like trendings and analysis and stuff like that.
I know. And presenters that literally show you a PowerPoint and read word for word, the PowerPoint is like just the bane of my existence. It's like, come on, deviate a little bit. But it was a great presentation.
Yeah, throw a good funny joke about your bearded dragon in there at some point to kind of break things up.
Yeah, about your dog getting baptized. But the bright spot is that revenue at either their own facility or in their home markets is increasing, and while on the flip side, the out of state, as we discussed on the previous, out of state is going down because they are relying on the 3-tier system. And so the bright spot is these craft distillers have really leveraged having tasting rooms and bars and visitor experiences, much like we had done. That's why 3 years ago when we saw this building, I kind of saw this trend of having your own premise versus on or off premise. And I was like, I think this is something we really need to do because of, and I had no idea.
You didn't know that I didn't
know the market was going to shift this fast
and
down.
You didn't know you're going to get in a fight with the wine and spirits wholesalers of America.
That's
either.
Right.
Yeah. I'm picking a fight and I'm tagging you in right now.
Perfect. Thank you. But two, it's like anytime you have this broad of study, it's like there's going to be winners and losers. So I'm sure but they don't highlight the specific case studies of like who's doing well, who's doing bad. And so it's an overall view, in which it's my opinion that I'd say half of the people are doing really well and half are really struggling. And so there's some bright spots in there that keep me to remain optimistic. Obviously, I have to because we have a craft spirit brand, but I do understand, I'm not dumb, that it is a very challenging time for craft distilleries.
And I forget what the actual number is in there, but they painted a picture of like what is defined as a craft.
Yeah, their craft, I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
It was,
I think if you're doing less than 750,000 9
liter.
liters, you're considered craft, which that includes, say, Willett Distillery, like they're considered craft, which I wouldn't consider them craft.
No, I mean, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, they're smaller than the big ones, but hardly what I would say like, oh, we're going to lump Pursuit and Willett in the same bucket.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, I guess Starlight would be craft too. Yeah.
Yeah, they would be craft.
But I mean, they're doing some massive numbers, so I don't know.
Well, I guess the craft spirits category is all encompassing. So whether you're selling pear brandy or bourbon whiskey, it all gets lumped in the same
spirits.
thing. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cool pear brandies that we can play with there too.
I like pear brandy.
I like pear brandy as well. I like a lot of stuff Starlight does too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. So that is going to be it for the bourbon news, but stick around. Just a wee bit of bourbon release news coming up. Hey everybody, welcome back. Bourbon release news time. Just a couple ones to kind of go through here. And the first one, I don't know, maybe this is what we've been waiting for. It's a collaboration between New Riff Distilling and Chattanooga Whiskey.
I saw that.
Yeah. How interesting is this? They're releasing a Kentucky and Tennessee straight wheat whiskey as the first installment of the, quote, Confluence Project. This is a collaborative series uniting the two distilleries. The project starts with a single wheat whiskey mash bill, which is uniquely shaped by each distillery's style and philosophy. It's going to be 60% red turkey wheat, 24% Appalachian malted wheat, 8% dark malted wheat, and 8% caramel malted wheat. I'm pretty sure that adds up to 100. Don't check me on it. But New Riff's Kentucky Straight Wheated Whiskey is bottled as a collection of single barrels with proofs ranging between 116, almost 117 to 123. And it's going to be available for purchase through the New Riff's Whiskey Club beginning October 30th with suggested retail price of $70. So I don't know if that was... It's okay. Well, I didn't know if that was like a bad job of Gemini putting this together for me, but did they distill this a long time ago using... they must have with Appalachian wheat coming from Chattanooga or something like that, right? Malted wheat?
So I blinked out for a second. Was it distilled at both New Riff and Chattanooga and they brought it together?
I don't know. I think this is what happens when AI takes your press release and figures out the best way to put it together. But it says it's a collaborative series uniting the two distilleries. It says it starts with a single wheat whiskey mash bill.
Okay. From Chattanooga?
No, which is uniquely shaped by each distillery's style and philosophy. So I don't know if they take the same exact thing and distill it on opposite ends, or if they're like exchanging wheat. Because, red turkey wheat, that's
New Riff's.
That's New Riff's. And Appalachian malted wheat, Chattanooga, don't malt anything.
That's right.
So I'm assuming that's theirs.
I got a nipple. Can you malt me?
Yeah, I can malt you. But I don't know. It's like maybe this is, I don't know if it was distilled like this a long time ago, or they took, a wheated bourbon from each and then blended it. And this is a derivative of the two mash bills.
Yeah.
And, amounts.
Either way, it's still a cool project. You don't see this very often in the spirits world.
Yeah. So you can gut check me on that one, and feel free to light me up in the YouTube comments for getting that one incorrectly as well.
Please do.
Yes. But you can also say how great my beard is looking once again.
It's very, very thick.
Yes. All right. So Altamar Brands has launched the Warlander Blended Straight Whiskey. This is a new limited edition offering under its High and Wicked Whiskeys portfolio. Warlander is a blend of 3- and 4-year-old Kentucky Straight Rye and Bourbon whiskeys. After marrying the whiskeys, it was rebarreled into a combination of its original ex-bourbon and ex-rye cask for over 2 months to deepen the flavor integration.
That sounds fun.
God, it sounds like it's like an idea that is only available like we thought we were pioneers at one point. This is bottled at 99 proof, and the whiskey is named after a hybrid horse and features original label artwork by artist, filmmaker, and professional skier Chris Collector. Sorry, Chris. I'm sure your art's great there.
I love Chris's work.
Yeah. Warlander is available now online and select markets for a suggested retail price of $55.
Very cool. High and Wicked, that's they've released stuff before, right?
Yes. They use, oddly enough.
That was the New Riff stuff.
I was about to say, it's all New Riff sourced.
That's
or
the
contract distilled.
What's that farm? Hermitage Farm. Isn't that where they're based out of?
No, well, it might be. Hermitage is the one that's out in Pee Wee Valley over here, right?
Goshen.
That's same thing.
Two top of the ends of the county, but
they don't call me Magellan, and so that's why.
Yeah, I think it has to tie into the Hermitage Farm and the Brown family somehow. But anywho,
yeah, I thought I could have sworn the Hermitage Farm was also connected to the guy with all the
21 C's.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, because his wife is a Brown.
Right.
That's it. Now it all comes together.
Yeah.
See.
And I'm almost positive this is their brand.
Yeah. Okay. So now you kind of get where.
Sorry to confuse you.
Everything in Kentucky always comes back to the Brown family.
That's right. 100%.
It typically always does. Even when you lifted the curtain for Jim Gaffigan's set.
It was like,
well,
Old Forester, everything.
Wonder who sponsored this one.
That's right.
It was. I had pretty good seats for it, and then I saw Campbell Brown walk right past me, all the way to the front, and first row. And I was like, there's a reason why.
His name's up there.
His name is everywhere.
Yep.
All right, here is our last one here, and that Jack Daniel's is introducing and announcing Jack Daniel's barrel special release called Tanyard Hill Rye. And this is the latest edition in its annual series of limited edition whiskeys. This special release of Tanyard Hill Rye is a barrel-proof Tennessee rye whiskey matured in one of the oldest barrel warehouses at Jack Daniel's Distillery. And Tanyard Hill is located next to the acclaimed Coy Hill at the Jack Daniel's Distillery is home to 4 different barrel warehouses built in the early 60s and experienced deep winter and summer weather cycles of the hollow, resulting in one-of-a-kind expressions. This special release is offered at barrel proof, ranging, wait for it, starting at a mere 130.2 proof up to 148.8 proof.
Oh my gosh.
Will be available in 700 ml bottles for a price tag of $80.
Oh, dang. We got to try this yesterday. It was actually pretty damn amazing.
I actually tried it again today.
Oh, dang. Kidding.
I'm trying to have fun with the job nowadays.
Oh, that's right. You're listening to Master Distiller talk about it.
We were both listening. We were obviously we were sidetracked with other things going on, but it was in the background.
I told Kenny to ask a question. I was like, did you try proving it down at all? And they were like, nah, not really.
Nah,
this was meant to be barrel proof.
What's the point?
Yeah.
But I think the sample we had was like 145.5 or something like that. But it was really good.
It was really good. 145 proof. It's like, get you.
It was my first drink at 10 a.m. too.
There you go.
But honestly, it was really great.
Breakfast bourbon. It is tasty.
I don't even think we'll end up doing a whiskey quickie of it because we're spilling all the beans right now. But it was a phenomenal release.
Yeah, I
thought
give
it was
3
great.
thumbs up.
And amazing that it's a rye whiskey. So I'm hoping that maybe this is the one. This is the shove and the nudge rye whiskey needs to make this huge comeback.
Well, I think just given the proof point that it's already appealing to the people that already accept a rye whiskey. So
yes,
I don't think it moves the needle at all. And there's already such a infatuation with Jack Daniel's rye in that whiskey geek community that
I remember the first time we tried Jack Daniel's rye.
This one is pretty special.
Do you remember the first time we tried it?
Yeah, we was at that Tennessee Taster at Lynchburg.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And so we went down there to actually do our barrel.
That was like in 2019 or
they hadn't released a rye whiskey and they just had some samples and I think 200 mLs that were available in the gift shop. And like, we're just trying to see if it's any good. And we were like,
this is the best thing you've ever made.
Like, can we just pick a barrel of this instead?
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It is. We got to just change the name rye whiskey to something else. Bourbon is just sexy. It's a sexy name. If we can. I'm not even a brainstorm right now, but
Bourbon.
Riron. I don't know. Rye. Riffraff. I don't know.
I know rye whiskey just sounds redneck.
It sure does. Well, I mean, you had Jack and Diane, drinking whiskey and rye. So
that's true.
So you have to go back and change history.
But not to deviate, but every distillery
we're done with the news.
This just proves every distillery should name their warehouses, not just be like A, B, G, whatever, 1, AA. Name it like Nelson or Tyrone.
Yep.
I mean,
it's named after areas, geographic areas.
Sure.
Same thing with.
I know, but there's a geographic area anywhere. You make it up.
All right, then. Well, I mean, you have Deatsville from Heaven Hill. Everybody loves that.
That's true. Yeah.
Tanyard Hill. Coy Hill, and they have multiple warehouses. Same thing with Camp Nelson. You got 10 of those or whatever it is. So, All right.
I guarantee you will see more named Rickhouse releases after this.
You're going to do the Redneck Rickhouse for ours?
We should. I should name it something better, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to offend somebody.
Call it the Frankfurt Warehouse.
Frankfurt?
Because it sits on...
How about Frankwood?
Or Frankwood.
Or Melwort?
Mel Frank.
We're on the corner of Frankfurt and Melwood, so I don't know. We'll figure that one out.
Yep.
But that is going to be it. That is This Week in Bourbon.
Beargrass. We can call it Beargrass Creek because it's right across.
It is.
So we call it the Beargrass.
Right. It's Beargrass release.
And we'll call the indoor one Mel Frank.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. That is going to be it for This Week in Bourbon. Cheers, everybody.
Short one.
It is. I like these. They're fun and easy.
Yeah. Doodles.
Bye.